Hello, in this coaching video, we're going to look to improve your first touch control. Specifically, I want to focus on the decision where you choose to direct the ball with your first touch when you're receiving a pass. And to do this, we'll use examples from Italian central midfielder Marco Verratti. When you're receiving a pass, you have two objectives you want to try and achieve when controlling the ball with your first touch. Your primary objective is to try and retain possession. And in order to do this, you need to make sure you control the ball into a space that is much closer to yourself than the opponents around you. And your secondary objective, whenever possible, is to control the ball forward. So these are your two objectives: to retain possession with your first touch, and when possible, to control forward. In this example, we can see that Verratti has the space to control the ball forward, and he chose to do so. So he's managed to achieve the secondary objective, but he's also managed to control the ball into a space which is much closer to himself than the opponent that's closing him down. So he's not only managed to control the ball forward, but he's also managed to retain possession whilst doing so. Let's see a different situation, this time of Verratti receiving a forward pass.
Lo consigue, ha tocado por dentro para Paredes, se abre Verratti.
So in this situation again, Verratti had the space to control the ball forward and turn, and he's also managed to control the ball into a space which is much closer to himself than the opponents around him. So again, he's managed to achieve both objectives.
De momento aguanta. Viene la ayuda de Dembélé.
Now, of course, sometimes it's not possible to control the ball forward because the opponent is really close to you and closing any kind of space which prevents you from controlling the ball forward. And when this is the case, you need to make the right decision to not control the ball forward and instead control the ball into a space which maximizes your chance of retaining possession.
La ayuda de Dembélé.
And in fact, here we can see Verratti making the right decision to not control the ball forward and instead controlling the ball away from the defensive pressure, which helps him to retain possession. And as you'll see, Verratti was not only able to retain possession with his first touch, but then as a result successfully release a pass.
La ayuda de Dembélé que no llega, toca la pelota hacia.
So to finish, the next time you take part in a practice game, I want you to focus on this decision. Where are you going to choose to direct the ball with your first touch when you're receiving a pass? And remember, to do this well, you must know what your two objectives are. Your primary objective is to retain possession, so you must control the ball into a space which is much closer to yourself than the opponents around you. So you must know where the opponents are around you in order to do this well. And whenever possible, to try and also achieve the secondary aim, which is to control the ball forward, and this way you'll have a much better chance of creating attacking opportunities for your team.